Hi guys, welcome to Nine's Corner. I'm Nine, nice to meet you. And if you're returning, welcome back, my dear friend. So, we are going to have to look into Marc Short. I am just like, is this Pence's revenge? Marc Short. He was a top aide for Pence. He has been vocal about being, when the cards are flipped. He has been vocal about being anti-Trump and very pro Pence. So let's look and see what's going to happen with Marc Short. What's going to happen with Marc Short when he speaks on the January 6th commission? Marc, what's going to happen? Ooh. With the Three of Wands here, you're looking at somebody who's not only having to, look at how he's going to be reflected in the future. This is a test of faith for him. This is like some kind of spiritual stirring inside of him, and he feels like he needs to speak on the truth. Interesting. Ooh. So underneath it, we have the Emperor, but it's reversed. So he is not going to be, Trump's best friend in this. He is going to throw Trump under the bus for sure. He's not going to be pro-Trump. In the past, the Hierophant, as far as I'm concerned, that's anti-rules. He was not happy with the way things were being ran. He likes the structure of rules and how things should go. And in the past, working for Mike Pence under Trump has caused him great stress, not being able to follow the rules. He feels a spiritual need to speak out. This is more than just, oh, wow, somebody's going after Trump. This is somebody who feels it spiritually inside of their body, like it's a calling. And he feels that he needs to shed light on this situation. The outcome. The details. There is a story being brought together. It's like a big puzzle, and all these people are putting all the puzzle pieces in, because you can't trust the Bannons and the big names. You got to trust the little folks, the ones. What's she up to? Sorry, guys. Oh my. She got my ring. Don't have a cat in your room. Sorry. So he is going to give information, and it's not going to be good for Trump. It's going to be good for Pence. It's going to make Pence look better, or, he's going to look like he was the adult in the room. Is he doing this because, because most people would think that he's doing this with Pence's permission? So is this Pence's way of getting revenge back? Let's just see. Page of Swords, the spy in the camp. Yes, darlings. Pence is smiling. He's having a bit of fun. Okay. Let's look at the FBI and the DOJ. Are they moving on this January 6th commission? Let's just look at the vibe, what's happening now, what's going for them and what's going against them. Because, I realize things are going to move slow and they want to catch everything. And, there's probably things that they're not going to be able to bring to the forefront because it could jeopardize U.S. security, or, there's bigger things than Trump. So let's have a look and see right now. Right now, they're the King of Wands, so they definitely have a direction. They're in authority. If you're feeling like nobody's doing anything, believe me, there is somebody putting action behind it. What's going for them? Lots of info from the past coming forth, and it's also a lot of information about money, exchanges, stocks. It's a lot to deal with finances. What's going against him? So many people are trying to hide and get away, and unfortunately, there's going to be people who will get away with this because it's like the only way to protect the U.S. or protect from having a civil war or what, it's almost like to protect for the betterment of the U.S. There's certain things they're going to have to let slide. So right now the DOJ is in charge. They do have a certain amount of cases that are, and December being the month of 3. Ooh, December being the month of 3, but also with the 5, that makes it an overall feeling of 8. So we may see some plans come to fruition. We might hear of some information coming out. This is going to be a month of finding out plans. This is going to be an interesting month for information. We're going to find out more things happening. That's so interesting. Okay, my next thing I wanted to look into is the Theranos trial. Will Elizabeth Holmes go to jail? I want to know, is Elizabeth Jones going to go to jail? I mean, she is produced a, billion-dollar company that people of great wealth bought into, saying that with a small prick of your finger, with a little tiny bit of blood, they could test you for like 200 different diseases. And wouldn't that be fantastic? But that's not the truth. That's not what's happened. She's trying to deflect, and say, hey, it's not me. We would be doing this, but the FDA is keeping us down. But I watched her and she be lying because, the way she mirrors people as she's talking to them, like she wants you, like if she wants you to agree, she's like, yes. And it's just, there's such a sense of entitlement with her, the way that she speaks. It's almost like she's trying to be Snowden, and she's no Snowden. That kind of a thing, like the way she's talking and stuff. So let's have a look and see. Is she going to spend some time in jail? Will she get away with this? What's going to happen to Elizabeth Holmes? Past, present. Ooh. Okay. In the past, there's juggling. I think there was, in the past, an imbalanced juggling of what the technology was capable of and the amount of money. And the imbalance came, the more money and the more struck she got by being with people that are of great influence and great money, the more then she wanted the money. It became less about the technology and more about the money. We got the Page of Wands. Their technology was not ready and they knew it. This is knowingly lying. Knowingly lying. And is she going to be held accountable? I've got the Queen of Swords here. So because we're asking about accountability with the Queen of Swords here, it's like, yes, you're going to get in trouble, but it's not going to be, 50 years. It's going to be like, there's a judgment, but it's not a hefty judgment. I'm not seeing justice here. What kind of... See, I got the Queen of Wands right after that. So I got my double queens. Who I should have looked and seen who's the judge. I think it's a male. I'm not sure. But 2 women are here. I truly think that's a case of she's going to get in trouble, but she's not going to get an enormous amount of time. Right? Okay, this is a really difficult subject to deal with because we're going to be talking about Josh Duggar and his current trial over CP. And for me, I find this extremely difficult to do because as far as I'm concerned, I remember watching 18 and Counting, and you're just kind of, it was almost like you got involved with the TLC group and you're just watching people going, do people really live this way? Are they really this spiritual and singing, and it's all so just greater than, almost make you feel bad about your own life kind of thing. And you're just watching these people and you're thinking it's coming from TLC, so you think it's something positive. And then, you know, the parents knew. The father and mother knew about Josh's child abuse against their own daughters. And yet, what did they do? They sent him off for some camp for 4 months to work him into not being a bad person. Like, oh my God, I could scream. So, I don't know. I really want him to fry. I want him to get in trouble and do time because he's such a narcissist. Oh my goodness. I can't even do my cards here. Hold on. Let's just look at Josh Duggar and what's going to be the result of the trial. Let's look at the trial of Josh Duggar. I'll do my best to keep my own personal feelings out of this, but I'm just pre-warning, it's triggering to me. So let's just get through this. Josh. Ooh. Ace of Swords. Oh. The truth be told. The king being taken down. What's going for him? The King of Pentacles. A lot of support. A lot of support there. I have to say I found it. I mean, you can tell me what you thought if you're following this. If you're following this particular trial, you can tell me what you think. But I found it so disturbing to watch his wife holding his hand, knowing, you know, the porn that's on his site. It's just wow. But he's got support. He's got a good support system behind him. But he's very much a narcissist. Like, he just thinks he's the king of it all. And his father's just like it. His father is Jim Bob, thinks that he is the king. And everybody bows to the king and is subservient to the king. Right now, the Two of Swords is out. So I think there's just a stalemate at this point. I think there's a stalemate. They're right now at this point in time, they're uncertain as to which way they will go. It's like, can they prove it beyond a shadow of a doubt? And there's somebody who I believe is holding out for Duggar to a certain extent. So right now, somebody's holding out. Probably a woman on a woman's going to be there's going to be some fighting, arguing, you know. Right now, it's saying it really and truly, honestly, does not know. Probable outcome looks like he'll get some time is the most probable outcome at this point. But the cards are really unsure. With the Two of Swords here, especially with the Five of Swords, somebody, and, you know, got the Ace of Swords here too. But with the Queen here, I think we've got somebody holding out. But I think we're leaning in the way of him having some consequences. And if I go with the first card, which is my, you know, the focus of the whole subject, is truth coming out. Let's ask again. I see. I'm so uncertain. I don't want to make a bad call because of my feelings towards it. So let's just pull the cards one more time. Knight of Pentacles, slow but certain. I think there might be a twist in this case where it looks like he's going to get off, or it's going to, somebody's holding out. But right now, I think there's a really good chance he's going to be going to jail, that he is going to be found guilty. Okay. Sorry for the subject matter, but had to be done. So, that's it for tonight. If you have any suggestions for readings that you'd like, please leave it in the comments below. And, as always, I have our unity candle lit for each and every one of us. And until the next time we chat, cheerio, guys.